I had to figure it out again.
So is it a different?
Yeah, I gotta get logged back on here. Give us a second here, guys.
I did see one question already from the last stream.
What's that?
How Kevin felt about the shorty truck being disassembled. That's why I'm here. I got to fill in for Kevin. He's nursing his hurt feelings.
Well, I caught his Whitney Houston voice in there for sure, so he was
Heartbroken.
yeah. No, he's not even a Ford guy, but some reason he was
Quite attached.
he was all over that, so
Quite attached.
it's funny. All right, sorry about that, guys, but we're back. We had the orientation wrong on the screen. I didn't even know they had. We've done lives before, and that's never even been an issue. So it's always something different. Learn new things. We got the UK in here. Michael's on there. Recognize a bunch of these guys. So yeah, I think we's about the Max says that's much better.
DP.
DP's on here.
He said, asked if we're in Florida yet.
No,
Not yet, friend. Not yet.
I wish we was. So yeah, it's freaking cold here. I know it's cold down there where he's at. It's cold in Texas and all that other stuff. So, but so what's been going on? We're getting ready to go to Florida here, I guess. So hopefully it's warmer. We don't bring any cold weather with us down there.
No.
So we're going to the auctions again. If you guys been following us here for the last 2 or 3 years, we go to Florida every year to the heavy equipment auctions. And I think the first one starts around the February the 2nd. That would be the line auction or so. Kevin Carpenter's like, can I go? So we're going to be down there. I'm not sure exactly when we're going to be down there. We're kind of waiting on a trailer. I don't think it's going to be done. So I will be down there for sure.
We'll start.
Yep, the 7th through the 9th at the line auction. That's going to be in Bushnell. And then the Jeff Martin auction starts the 12th through the 15th. I'm pretty sure that Dirt Perfect, he's on here. He's going to be down there. And Chris Let's Dig 18 is going to be down there during that week. So if you guys want to stop by and see us, probably the best way is just to message on Facebook or something like that and see where we're going to be there, because we'll be in and out all the time. The Jeff Martin auction's in Kissimmee, Florida, and there's a Yoder and Fry auction. So Jeff Martin goes 12th through the 15th, and Yoder and Fry is 14th through the 16th. So that's in Kissimmee. But the first one I will be at is a line auction, probably 7th through the 9th. It's like a Wednesday through Friday, usually down there. Dirt Perfect says he's going down there, so.
We don't have a number this year, DP. We don't.
Yeah.
We're not registering. I can't help you out.
So Dirt Perfect and them guys have been down there the last 2 or 3 years, and they've never ever got a number. So him or Chris, either one. I'm happy to help out. So
I have a question.
they don't have any credit. That's a problem with the auctions. What's that?
What auction are you going to sell your truck at? The HET.
We're sending one of those big old HETs. You guys been watching my social media stuff. You might have seen a picture of a big black one, big black HET 1070. That's actually going down to the Jeff Martin auction on, I think it's going to sell on the last day, maybe the 15th or so, which is kind of a bad deal because Yoder and Fry is going to be selling dozers that day, so I don't know how that's going to work out as far as...
I can bid on the other stuff. Actually, I'm not sure how much auction time I'll get because Grandpa Greg's going this year, so...
I may have to leave him at one auction, and who knows, he may have to...
I'll be the backup for the backup.
Somebody's going to have to watch the big black truck sell. Maxwell Bear says, Josh says, hi,
Hi,
Josh,
Joshua.
what's going on? But yeah, that's what's going on down there. And of course, the Ritchie Brothers auction is, I think, starts on the 19th. That's on a Monday after that. I won't physically be there probably that week, but we'll be heading home. Usually bid on stuff online. I don't buy much at the Ritchie Brothers auction, so normally pick up stuff at the first 3 auctions. It kind of gets crazy and hectic, and I'm just not a big fan of the Ritchie Brothers sale down there. It's freaking so big and drags in a lot of people from other areas, and it's just it's hard to get good buys there. So
I saw a question.
What's that?
What's going on with the snowmobile?
The snowmobile.
Yeah, Hunter, if you're watching, you can come upstairs
The snowmobile.
and join us.
So Hunter gave up on the snowmobile. I tried to buy
He
it off of him.
didn't give up. He just got
He's
disheartened.
got frustrated.
He got frustrated. It's okay. Take a
think
time out himself.
I think
and
it
he'll
needs
come
a
back.
stator, but I'm not sure. There was another complete one for sale from about an hour and a half away from here for like $250. I said, let's just go buy that thing. We got all the parts you need. He doesn't want to drop any more money into it. And
I don't blame him. I mean, that is a big expense at his age.
but there's snow on the ground right now, and we're not riding it, so it doesn't run.
Okay, I saw another question. This is a good one. When is the tool giveaway? When will you announce the winner?
The tool giveaway is probably
April. And I watched the video, and it
Did you?
said that you'll announce the winner in April. I know that.
April, and I think we're going to wait a couple months after that to pick a winner. So I think June before we'll actually announce a winner. But yeah, the tools have been hanging in there. They've been doing okay. They're probably not the best option for the heavy equipment world. I will say that. I mean, they're fine for working on your cars and trucks, your smaller stuff, but they've not been holding up so well, I'll be honest, in the heavy equipment stuff. So if I had to do over again, I mean, they're good for what they are, but as far as longevity, holding up every day, what we do, you guys see us working on stuff. We're hard on tools. So, but we've got to go buy Harbor Freight here and replace them. When I do give them away, we're going to update all the tools. So you guys got brand new, the power tools, the wrenches and stuff. We won't, of course, update, but we'll get the box all filled up nice and new and everything like that. So is that when you go to tell everybody I won the dozer giveaway you had? Sure. I got a little toy dozer I can give away, can I?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure DP's good on dozers, so.
We've got you covered.
Can you change the Instagram rule for the tools?
Where is Kevin? Good question. On a Sunday, he's probably at home, maybe working on his El Camino. Another question was, are you going to do a series on the El Camino? You'd love to.
We did a video on the El Camino. If you guys been watching our social media and our posts on YouTube and stuff, we did go down to Tennessee. It's probably been a month or so ago. Hunter went with us on the Sunday.
That's when he got the snowmobile.
Yeah, we got the snow. Hunter seen a John Deere snowmobile sitting alongside the road on the way to get to El Camino. Then all of a sudden, Kevin buys this El Camino. On the way back, we're looking for a snowmobile on Facebook Marketplace, and lo and behold, we find one actually right above Dirt Perfect, right below Patoka Lake. And it was like late, dark on a Sunday night. Bought off some turkey farm or chicken farm or something.
I think that Hunter just got the buying bug from you guys. You guys, the influence that you had on him.
He worked on that thing a bunch.
He did, and then he got frustrated, so he just needed to take a break. What's up with the E9 Mac?
E9 Mac and the Superliner? They're talking about the green one.
Probably your dad's.
Oh, Mike's asking. The E9, I've got an old Mac Superliner. It's got an E9 in it. It's just sitting out there. I kind of bought it for, I don't know why.
Maybe a water truck. You thought it might be a water truck for the dirt.
Yeah, it's got the E9 motor in it. I don't know. Somebody come by and offer me some money for it. I would sell it, so. But, yeah, we did just put a bed on my dad's truck. You guys probably seen that in the video, the RB Mac. So it's a really nice truck and everything. So a lot of comments and stuff on that video. So I don't know how many people thought that was Dirt Perfect's truck we was building.
It was pretty green.
It was a green.
It was DP
my
green.
dad bought that truck brand new. Got it in June of '99. So
where did you find Kevin?
Alongside the road. He literally, when we built that new shop, I put the ad out for, a new helper painter, and he just showed up out of the blue. Never painted before in his life, and I mean, he may have painted a couple of things, but
ouch. Whom do you love the most, Tucker or Hunter? Ouch.
How can you do that? So anyway,
cutthroat. I love them both equally, but they definitely both have their strengths.
Kevin was actually a carpenter, and I just picked him up off the street basically and tried him out, and he's one of those guys you can show him how to do something and he picks it up and goes for it. So I showed him how to paint, and he took away and run with it. But he's very talented. One of those guys getting to do anything if he wants to. So, but
good question. Someone asked about Mason. They haven't seen him much on the channel. He works half days. He works in the mornings, and he goes to school in the afternoons.
So Mason's 17. He goes to school in the afternoon, and Tucker is a senior. I guess we'll be 18 here next month, but he goes to school in the morning. So you guys are going to start seeing the videos where it's kind of flip-flopping. You may see Tucker or Mason in the morning, and then the second part of the video you may see Tucker in there. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of flip-flopping right now. That's why you're not seeing much of Hunter right now, because he's at school. If you do see him, it's probably because we shot a video on the weekend or something. I had some people asking about that. So, but there's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes than what you guys see. So
yeah, they said they haven't seen him getting stuck on the mower lately.
No, it's cold out here. So you guys know I kind of got the Dirt Perfect thing going on. We kind of put the videos out there. They're like a month and a half out or so. It's just a lot easier. I'm not in a rush to get stuff done and all that. So
How difficult is DP as a customer?
very difficult.
Yeah,
Probably one
on
of the
a
worst.
1 to 10, I don't even know, off scale.
He's one of them when he calls, you don't answer the phone. You know, you let it go to voicemail or something.
No, false. That's false.
Rumor has it Bridget is a
Mechanic, and that is a rumor.
that is a false.
That's a
false
really
rumor.
big rumor. No, I'm not trusted with many power tools. But
Is Mason gonna stay?
I'm
with
learning.
you?
I'm learning.
Is Mason gonna stay after graduation? I think he's going to school to be an electrician, maybe a house electrician. So I don't know what he's.
But we'll keep him as
what
long
he's
as he
got
wants
going
to
on.
stay. But I'm definitely
The History
encouraged.
Channel is the only way. It just makes sense for
Is
us.
Kevin a relative?
Kevin is not. No.
The only person that is a relative is Uncle Scott.
Uncle Scott. Yeah, he's my brother-in-law, so that's why we call him Uncle Scott. We get that a lot. So, but Tucker and Hunter is our sons. Mason
It's a friend.
is a friend of theirs. So, but everybody's kind of family that works here. We're just kind of a small. A lot of people think we have a bunch of people working, and we don't. So there's literally just 4 or 5 of us in the shop and a couple in the office. So, but we do a lot of work to get stuff done. So.
I love that. Kevin is not a relative. He is family. All of the employees.
Oh yeah.
Papa, Randy, he's not Papa, but he is, all of them. We're tight-knit group.
So everybody that works for me, I pretty much knew since I've grown up, or somewhat new, but Kevin. It's kind of the crazy thing. But we've been there, 7 years or so? So he's been there 6 or
years, yeah.
7. Maybe 7 in March or something. So
And Randy came on right before him.
Yep.
Because he did drywall work.
Jay's been with me the longest. I pretty much started as a one-man show and kind of got out of control. And Jay started answering the phone and shipping parts. And that went on for a few years. And we just kind of evolved from that. But we're happy where we're at. So I could make it a lot bigger, but I don't need to. Don't want to. So We're doing-
No, please don't.
doing just fine.
Please don't.
There's a very important question. Oh, Dale Craft, did you fix the Gravedigger RC truck?
Did you?
I don't know. I need to get in my RC fund. We got to check to fix the axle. No, I need to order a part. We got to get that thing back in action. How about an 850 die-cast giveaway with CNC equipment decal? Yeah, we should do that. I've actually got a little green die-cast one, military one. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
So when is Tucker taking over the business?
I don't know.
We don't know what they're going to do. I like to say we
Kevin is
encourage
a
them.
loose cannon.
Encourage them to do what they want to do, giving them the foundation, but it'll be
Kevin's-
interesting to see what they do.
Kevin's very fun to work with, but he's a very serious person too. You guys see the funny side of him most of the time on the videos. So, but he's very talented and very, very good. So,
Each one is. Each
Oh, yeah.
one. I mean, it
Everybody
takes
is.
every single person.
Randy, you couldn't ask for a better guy. He's there
Works
early
hard.
every morning, works hard, doesn't complain, just does whatever you ask him to. And
Do you think you'll build another wrecker?
I don't know, probably not. It's hard telling. If I do, it'll probably be a while. So, but who knows? We've got
That
so many
one
things
sat around
going
for
on.
a while. I mean, I know you used it.
It did, but we got some use out of it. But it did just fine. I had fun with it.
Oh, Max.
Let's go to the tank. Tanker helicopter would be awesome.
Yeah, not so much.
What happened to the fake guy in Florida? I don't know. That's probably that scammer you're talking about. He's probably started up another thing. Believe it or not, that happens like almost every week. People copying stuff, and it's sad to say. I was just trying to bring that video out there because there's a lot of people getting scammed and sending money to places they shouldn't be and all that stuff. So we've seen it too many times. So just got to be careful where you send your money.
Someone asked if you've ever seen Kevin get mad and throw tools. I would say no. What gets scary is when Kevin gets quiet.
Yeah,
Is
he
when you
doesn't-
know
he
he's-
doesn't get mad and throw
No.
tools,
But when he gets quiet,
yeah.
we should have told him that we were doing a live so he could have jumped on and participated in the
Always
comments.
text him. Snowmobile, yeah, I just seen that sand rail they turned into a ski. That was pretty cool. So, thing had a lot of power. Over on Cletus's page, I think Diesel Brothers had it on there too.
Where is the flag billboard truck being used?
It's in Texas area. I actually went to a law firm. If you guys watched, I posted kind of a quick picture and video up of that. But that truck, all it's going to be doing is advertising flags and that stuff. If you're not seeing, there's some shorts on our TikTok and Facebook and stuff like that. If you guys have not seen, you can jump over there on our social media stuff. And there's probably a little short video on there. You can watch that. So But I'm trying to get through all the comments here. They're
know.
just coming in.
Did you do all your own woodwork on the walls?
Here, I sure did. Actually, what you're seeing, we actually cut the trees down, and we've got a little sawmill. We sawmilled them. I did take them to the Amish, had them kiln dried and tongue and grew, but we put all the wood up
This
ourselves.
is the house that COVID built because
it got
the
put up
kids
during COVID.
were e-learning, so doing it on the computer. So they do the scroll work in the morning, and then they help Mr. C and Grandpa Greg do 100% of the wood work. You did all the electrical, plumbing, everything
We did a lot
during
of it.
COVID.
Yeah, there's
So the boys
much,
work all the time.
so much you guys don't see behind the scenes on that stuff like that. Somebody asked about the International 2+2, that farm tractor. Yes, I still got that. My dad actually uses it to mow around the farm here where we live at. So at some point it needs a new engine overhaul, refreshing it. It's still a good run, but it's got quite a bit of blow by. But one day on the channel, I hope to bring it in and maybe go through it. I know you guys like seeing different stuff. That little farm tractor did good. So
How well do the Jeep side of, I've seen it a couple of times this asked, how well do the Jeep bodies and stuff sell?
Jeep stuff does really well. Scott, my brother-in-law, takes care of that. Uncle Scott, you've probably seen him in the videos a few times. He's always a grumpy-looking one, but he's not really grumpy. He just puts
He's
on
not at all.
he just
is
puts
not
on
at
a look
all.
for everybody. So, but no, the Jeep's doing really well. It's kind of slowed down a little bit, like everything else has. The auction prices kind of leveled off in the summertime. I actually made you see them go down a little bit, but
Yeah.
you know, I bought a couple things this week. It's still prices are still holding up there, so.
It's very much a project and it goes in waves.
I'm gonna be a little careful. I'm in Florida this year. I'm not gonna go crazy on stuff just because I don't know what the future holds. I could see it kind of slowing down a little bit, but we're in a good position and everything. So, United Kingdom's in here. Mr. C, can you take off your hat? I wonder why. I got plenty of hair up here.
He has a nice head of hair. Yeah. It just yeah, you always wear a hat, don't you?
Always, almost. Got Romania in here. Florida. I don't even know how you say that. I'm not good with words. Got France in here.
Have you sold any of the mini Jeeps? Those are like the size of the golf cart.
Sold a few. They don't really sell well, and I don't know if Scott's stocking them anymore, to be honest with you. The problem is the Chinese people come out with that little baby Jeep, and you can go buy those things done and running. They just don't. The little body cost is almost as much as a little baby Jeep. So
Here's a good question. How do y'all prep the equipment for paint? Sandblast or hand sand?
most of it gets hand sanded. They'll spend 2 or 3 days on a piece. Couple guys. If it's rusty and stuff, that it gets sandblasted. We don't do much of that. Maybe just a handful of times a year. I don't video a lot of that just because it's so boring and the videos just don't get any views. I get people asking about it all the time, but the few times I've done it, they just tank. So I just don't bother with it. I don't have enough time to video everything, and I'm just gonna pick what does well, to be honest with you. So
Because he does all the editing and all the comments himself.
Yeah.
At this point,
yeah, it's been kind of getting out of control. We've had some issues with the
sound.
audio not syncing up. I'm working on that. We got some new programs and stuff. My little iPad was getting overwhelmed, so believe it or not, I was just doing everything with the iPad and one little camera pretty much. But we've got some better stuff. Actually, this weekend we went and spent some stuff this week and some money on stuff and all that. So
Is your new stacker trailer being made in Elkhart, Indiana?
I hope so. I don't think
Fingers
they've actually
crossed.
started on it yet. I think they're supposed to start on it tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be done in time for Florida.
So to answer this follow-up question from Max, the golf cart will not go to Florida with us if we don't have the trailer.
Yeah, so you guys, we
That
are working
that
on a
Bronco golf cart.
golf cart project. It's more for just taking the campgrounds. You guys probably won't see it much after it gets done, but we are doing a video on a golf cart build. You guys want to stay tuned for that. It's pretty epic. So we got the golf cart from Let's Dig 18, if you guys have been watching those videos, but we've completely transformed it. So
Done some burnouts. I mean,
Oh,
really
it's-
running it
we
through its
went-
paces.
we went all in on the horsepower wise, so it's still electric too. So
How is the stand on skid steers doing? I don't know what,
skid steers, we've got a few of them. I don't know if you're asking how. Oh, the stand on skid steers, the little bomber lights. They're doing well. We've only sold one. The biggest problem with those I've seen, the bomber light's a very good product, but man, here in the last few months, everybody and their brother has come out with them. I'm talking from the Chinese to Kubota, Ditch Witch, everybody's got those things now. And there's just, I think the market's getting saturated. So we do have one left there, but just be careful with those Chinese. I've seen a few of those at shows and auctions. They've been dropping those things at auctions, the overseas ones, and they're just not built very good. And where are you going to get parts for them? In a few years. Same thing with those little tiny excavators. I know they're $5,000 or $6,000, but there's going to be no parts to those things, and there's plenty of YouTube videos on them. They're play toys. That's it. So, but
There's a good question. What's your most viewed video?
my most viewed video, maybe some of the old ones before we was doing YouTube full time. I know probably the biggest one is where we got the 850J in. It had 11 hours on it that we got going. And it actually didn't even have Kevin in it. It was Tucker and Dad, probably the two most boring people on YouTube.
No, they are not. But they just have that deeper tone, the more serious.
Yeah, it's like not exciting video, and it's like been my number one. I always bring that in Kevin's face. So, but I think it's just because it was like a brand new dozer, didn't run, and it just you never know. That's the thing about YouTube. You can spend a bunch of money on a video and spend a bunch of time on it, and it just turns into average video. And then you can take one you don't do anything with, and it can be crazy. So
I like this question. Are the only employees we have the ones that are on camera? Do you have any other employees?
there's a couple behind the scenes you guys don't see too many times, so or at all on the
Maybe
camera.
a couple. I mean,
One.
that just like come in every once in a while, but
Yeah.
not regulars. So it's a really small
Pretty
staff.
much, yeah. You see everybody, maybe another than one person or something. So, yeah, there's what, 6 of us, 6, 7, 8 if you count everybody in the office. But
Yeah.
we crank out a lot of work for a small crew. We're very efficient. We work hard, but we have fun too. So,
Will your dad be in more videos?
I don't know. He's just hit or miss. You never know. He's kind of hard to video with just
Do
because
you edit more when he's in the video?
If DP's still on here, I'm sure he knows about this. But yeah, I have to cut a lot of stuff out because, yeah, it gets out of control. I seen a comment today. I must have not caught something and somebody was complaining. So
How much tea do you drink in a day?
I don't know. It depends. I do drink quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'd say 4, 5, 6 bottles.
Okay, 4, 5, or 6 bottles. How many tea bottles do you leave in the shop?
Quite a few. If you want to talk about leaving bottles around, you talked about Kevin and his water bottles everywhere.
I know.
You think you have an 850J project coming? I don't have any 850Js in the works right now. They're kind of out of them. We do have some dozer stuff coming. I bought a big international dresser TD25. You guys see me haul one in a while back with a big wrecker. That was basically for parts for this other one we're building. But we've been kind of going all in with it, doing a kind of an overhaul. We welded grousers on tracks. That'd be a cool video come on that. We're doing a lot of pin and bushing work, line boring and welding. So that's what we're working on right now this coming week. So.
Oh, what? You don't make your own tea? We do not.
No, it's just unsweet tea I drink. So.
Oh, no, it's not just unsweet. It's pure leaf, right?
No, it's not pure.
Oh,
leaf.
it's
That's
Gold
a square
Peak.
bottle. It's got to be a round bottle.
Yeah, he has a little fit if it's the round bottle. He does.
Is it possible to drop by the shop and meet and hang out? Whenever
Yes.
travels. Yeah, just might give us a heads up or something. Sometimes I'm not there or something, but we're busy, so you just got to respect that. But we do like meeting people that come in for sure. So just keep in mind I might not be there, or might be in the middle of something. So.
How's the Unimogs doing?
Unimogs, I've not really, I bought and sold like over 150 of those things. We got a couple in the back that are just kind of sitting there. And they need a lot of electrical work and stuff like that. So, did I get savvy on John Deere for a specific reason, or was that what we raised with? So I grew up running everything. We run a lot of international dressers, so that's why you'll see that. We had John Deeres, we had Caterpillars. Always liked John Deere because they were simpler to work on. Stuff I grew up around. I was more of an international dresser guy, but those days are pretty much gone. So I kind of jumped on the John Deere bandwagon. Cat's a good thing. It's a big name, but they've got a lot of support and everything. I've just never been impressed. Everybody's got good and bad things when it comes to equipment. I mess with a lot of dozers, and from my point of view, I think the smaller dozers up in even the 850s now. The older 750s and 850 John Deeres wasn't that great. But John Deere's always had an excellent smaller dozer up to that 700 size, so we mess with all that, and that's just why I mess with that. And we do a lot with the loggers, and John Deere is real good in the forestry and the winches and stuff like that. So that's why you see a lot of that there. So, but everybody has goods and bads. So
Oh, someone asked if you chew. It always sometimes looks like you have chew in your mouth.
No,
He does
I
not.
don't do anything
He's
like
not.
that. So.
No, he's not really a chewer, smoker, or drinker.
Nope.
Oh, we should recycle. Someone said we should recycle and do a better job on that, for sure. Oh, did you see Diesel Creek's D9?
I did, yeah. Yep. He sent me some pictures of that a few weeks ago. That's a big machine. I don't know if you guys realize how big that thing is. So, that's
Everyone makes a lot of comments about you working with your boys. Do you enjoy that?
oh yeah.
That was my own question, personal
I
question.
love teaching them. They're like sponges right now, so they're getting whether they know it or not, they're getting a pretty good education. So they're lucky to be in the position they are. So
They do, and a lot of comments,
Would you
refer to
sell the-
him knowing or them knowing that if they're lucky, and they do. But it's hard work. I mean, they are in the shop when other kids are sleeping in, and they're in the shop when other kids are on break. So
I see Kevin's on here. Clayton Special K. When
where's he at?
when does the El Camino video come out? I think that might be in March or end of February or something. So I kind of left a space in there for the auction videos down in Florida. So some stuff's gonna get shuffled around. But
Oh, while Kevin's
we gotta
on here,
quit talking about Kevin.
who are we gonna leave in charge when we go to Florida? Who's in charge of the shop?
Probably Kevin. Kevin and Uncle Scott, Jay, they're all.
Yeah, no.
It's pretty
Don't
much-
need to leave anyone in charge.
I just write down a few things, and Kevin, not it.
Not it. A lot of people, though, Kevin, are asking for you to start your own channel. Hey, it can be done.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Miss C has a channel. So if you guys know, my videos are out a month and a half, like I said earlier, and she kind of does one
Oh, every week.
every Friday.
On a Friday or Saturday.
You know, you can't talk to her all Friday night and all Saturday morning because she's sitting there hustling trying to get a video out. One of the reasons why I schedule all mine ahead of time, but it's a mess sometimes. But if you want to see more up to date, kind of behind the scenes, she tries to steal some of my video
Hey, keep
clips.
your expectations down here, though. If you're not a
If you like a
subscriber
lot of
yet,
talking, go ahead and go over. But if
Yeah.
you don't like talking, you might as well just
you want to
wait
see
for
the
my
softer
videos.
side of CNC equipment, come check me out. My feelings won't be hurt, but please be kind.
Sausage
Please be
fingers
kind.
in the comments.
Let's see. Oh, they want to know if this was hickory too. A lot of it is hickory. The ceiling's what, pine?
A lot of poplar behind us, so we've got a lot of poplar. Got hickory doors. There's probably 7 or 8 kinds of wood in this house. So
How did
there's no drywall in here.
no
So the
no
snap-on
paint?
welder is for the Grouser project. So that's a funny story. I actually was trying to buy a Miller Big Blue 400 diesel welder on Facebook Marketplace, and it fell through. Said they had somebody to buy it, so I said whatever. I'm gonna go buy the snap-on welder. It's a 350 amp welder, and so I told the snap-on guy go ahead and buy it, and it wasn't a couple hours later. It's like a week later, a couple hours after I bought the welder, that the snap-on welder, that the people on Facebook Marketplace said, hey, we've still got that thing. And it was like too good of a deal to pass up, and so I've got 2 welders. But we actually ended up welding that thing with the Miller with 1/4 inch 7018 welding rods. So those are pretty wicked. You guys are gonna have to stay tuned for that. So it was way quicker than we even had 16th inch 062 wire in there. But those 1/4 inch 7018 rods, I don't think you guys realize how big those are. But it was pretty wicked. So
Several times been asked, how did Tucker learn to weld?
Tucker took a welding class at
1
high
year.
school 1 year. Yeah, so he's
Introductory course.
Yep. I didn't really spend too much time with him because I knew he's taking that class. Now Hunter I spent some time with, so well, thanks, R.E. Smith. So Kevin can be paid this week. There you go.
It said
$20 is all he's worth.
$20 to Kevin, but hey, taxes coming out of that, bub.
You don't
So
have to be paid.
You're gonna be looking at about $14.66.
But no, Tucker learned the basics at school, and he's learned way more working for us. 1/4 inch 7018. Yeah, they're wicked. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's
Welding is a
mine.
really good skill for Tucker because it's very detail.
Tucker welded on those Grousers. Hunter welded on them a day.
A dirt bike friend from Bedford.
They had a couple friends weld on them. I welded on them. So we had about 28 hours of welding. Actually, a little bit more than that. Probably 30-some hours. So it's all coming in the video. So
Thank you. He is a good welder. Appreciate that comment.
1,300 people in here.
What?
Yeah, thanks, Dan. Everybody hit the like button. Helps us out a bunch. So Yeah, Tucker's definitely a good welder for sure. His little brother stepped right in there and is doing very,
2 years
good.
difference. So anyone
there
want to
is.
know that Tucker's going to be 18 next month, and Hunter will be 16 in April. So they're Hunter's the taller one, and yeah, so that's their age difference.
70-18 is like welding with Kevin's sausage fingers. That's what the rod like, but it was like 18 inches long.
Bye, Red Dog.
See you, Red Dog. But yeah. So I seen somebody ask how many vehicles the boys has, and we get some comments, good and bad, on that. They've got, I don't know, a couple trucks each, 2 or 3. But here's the thing.
Their grandpa did give them each one.
Yep,
Let's
each a
start with
vehicle.
that. They did like a old vehicle, an old Jeep, and the
You
classic.
guys see all this stuff on YouTube, but my boys they've worked ever since they're little. All their dirt bikes and stuff they paid for now. Keep in mind, I bought the parts for them. I bought the parts for these projects, but the physical trucks,
The labor in the truck.
they have paid for out of their own money. Thanks, Raging Patriot. You don't have to do that. So, but they work and pay for the stuff during the summertime. Trying to enlist a little work into them, but it's not, a lot of it's not given to them.
A
So
lot of work, not a little work, a lot of work.
there's a lot of work that goes in these projects. You know, there's a Bronco that me and Hunter built when he was 12 years old. You guys may see that coming up on the channel, doing a little gear change maybe on Tucker's and Hunter's truck, but yeah, they work for all that stuff. Now, like I say, I do help them with the parts, but a lot of that stuff is sponsored too, and you guys watching the videos helps out a lot, so we can't thank you guys enough. It lets us do a lot of stuff like that now too, so.
Who is
Definitely.
older, Hunter or Tucker? So yes, Tucker's 18, going to be 18. Hunter's going to be 16 this year.
Yep, so Hunter is taller and everything. He's got taller, he's got the long hair going on.
Funny comment. Hunter's the one that talks.
Yeah, Tucker is all the...
He's serious, you guys. That doesn't mean he's necessarily rude.
There's nothing wrong with Tucker. That's just how he is. So a lot of people take it the wrong way, and I get bad comments for it. But
we understand. We do understand, but
you
we
guys
are
stay
who we
tuned.
are.
He's going to be a different person in the next few videos you see him in. So he's been pretty happy, especially with his truck. So John Deere snowmobile, it is not running yet. Hunter kind of stepped away from that.
Tucker talks. Well,
Tucker,
he does.
He does. I think the next video coming out where we actually get the truck going here pretty soon, he'll be smiling quite a bit. So
Why do you have a train ringtone?
I've just always had that, something different. So
Mine is it sounds like a chainsaw, but it's a dirt bike sound.
That's just my text messages. So
Sydney loved the jewelry box. James, thanks for asking for my
watching your
channel. They
channel.
watch my channel. Proof that they watch my channel.
the boys are in the same boat as Kevin. They spend their paycheck before they get it. I'm pretty
They
sure.
do, because Tucker has made a couple payments on the red truck. So
Vancouver, Canada in here.
they did have a lot of
Sausage
questions
fingers,
asked if that was
only
working.
negative is he's a Chevy guy. I would have to agree with that. So it was kind of nice. I helped him work on that car. It's just so simple. We're working on big stuff all the time. It's kind of nice to jump on that little stuff every once in a while. So
Just to remind, so Randy, no, he is not family. He's a family friend. He's been with us. Jay's been with us the longest, since 2012, and then Randy's been with us since 20, I don't
I
know.
love Scrody McBooger balls is on there.
Like 5 or 7 years. 7 years.
Yeah, no, we don't really go. I mean, you guys see your channel. We don't really go through people. They stay. So.
No. I know it. See, Tucker is spoiled. No, well, he works. He really
you guys
does.
don't see. I mean, he's at that shop.
It's not easy.
You know, all those decals that get put on the equipment. He's working on those after hours.
And he
all
paid for
stuff,
that
so.
printer with those decals he made.
Yeah, I
he never
spent
got a
like
penny.
$15,000 on that equipment upstairs where he makes those decals, and he's paid me off for all that stuff. So
Yeah. So he owns that printer now and the laminator. He actually bought himself another laminator.
I'm a Ford, yeah.
And so the cutter. There's 3 machines upstairs. What? A printer, a laminator, and the cutter.
Yeah.
And he owns all 3 of them.
Dirt Doctor's X-Ray. I'm a Ford guy through and through, but putting that Cummins into Bloody Mary is an awesome idea. Yeah, I am a diehard Ford guy. I drive a Power Stroke every day, but there's something to be said about that torque and simplicity for sure. We got a lot of hate over taking that 4.6 or that Power Stroke out. So, well, we still got. It's good to run a motor. I'm gonna keep it, but that Cummins is just so simple. And if you want to take that truck to California tomorrow, I would have no issues whatsoever doing it. So,
Someone just said about good to see your kid succeed. That's for sure. That man was happy with his son, proud of his son.
yep.
No, Mason is not our son.
he is not. No,
He is the boy's friend.
friend.
And you knew the dad. You went to school with Mason's dad.
Yeah, no. A lot of people that work around us, we all know other than Kevin. He's the oddball weird one, so.
Yeah. Is Kevin still in the house?
Oh, I'm sure Kevin, he's hovering in the background just waiting to strike.
Ooh, he is.
Julio, everybody thinks Tucker.
Should have called it Muddy Mary. No. He hasn't driven it because there's too much salt and sand. Did you answer the question about how many vehicles they owned each?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. How many do they drive?
Pretty much like one, barely. We get salt and sand on the roads, you guys. Some of you is not from around here, but they put so much salt down and brine down in the wintertime, it just destroys a truck. So if you want to keep a nice old truck like that, you gotta keep it off the road. Even my truck, my shop truck we built last year, I've not driven it for the last week. I've been driving that little Bronco just because I can go out and buy a new Bronco when it rusts down. I can't go buy a 90s Ford truck. So
That's a good question. How many vehicles do you own?
too many.
You asked how many do I own?
I'm sure there's.
I can only be trusted with one.
Yeah, she backs into people all the time.
Is your dad part of the business? How is your dad involved in the business?
He is not. No, he helps out, but he doesn't really get a paycheck or.
We call him a consultant.
So, like,
He's a
you seen us
consultant.
put a bed on his dump truck. I bought the bed. I paid for all the labor and paint. We put all it on there just because he helps me out. He's hauling some stone for us, so he doesn't get a paycheck, but we kind of help each other out that way. So.
How long did you work for your dad? How old are you now?
I am 43, so I mean, I started getting a paycheck when I was like 9 or 10 years old from him. So I mean, I was around stuff forever, but worked pretty much full time up till probably 12 years ago, 2012ish.
2009 is when we incorporated.
Yeah, we started to name CNC equipment in 2004. It's actually our 20th year, so we kind of was buying and selling stuff on the side while I was working, but yeah, and this stuff kind of got out of control, the military stuff. So
We did talk about doing maybe a cookout or something this year to celebrate 20
we
years.
may do something this fall or something. We just got to find a good time to do it. We may do an open house at the shop if you guys. I'm sure you guys would be interested in that. You guys come out and see us, and maybe get a couple other YouTubers there and spend a day at the shop and have kind of an open house and hang out. And
Meet and greet all the employees and their families.
That's kind of in the back of our minds. We just got to find a good time to do it. The fall is kind of a busy time for sure. So, but there might be some other meet and greets going on this year too. But
What made you switch though, like from working for your dad? What was the ultimate thing that you could like say, okay, I can do this on? We can go and do
the big
CNC.
thing, we was just buying and selling dozers and
All the
stuff on the
time.
side and equipment, and then the military stuff they were selling locally, like Indianapolis. So I was hauling dozens of trucks a week out of there. So, and that kind of took off and went crazy. And it's you have to deal with headaches and the weather, and the town we live in's kind of changed a lot too, and it's a lot harder to work in. And
So the excavating kind of naturally slowed down too.
it did some, '08 hit, and it's not that you couldn't go out and work, but you couldn't make the money that you used to. There's still good work out there, but we just kind of live in a different area. We're Dirt Perfect's at. He's still kind of what I'd say somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. He can still work. There's not a lot of people down there, but
Are you related to Joey Chitwood? A lot of people ask that.
Distant
Driving
relation. Yeah, I get that. Get that all the time.
He did the stunts.
Yeah, for sure. So
Someone asked how old I was.
she's older.
Cougar.
Cougar. Yep. What a year
I'm
older?
44.
Yep.
You're 42.
43.
Yeah. No, that can't be right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm 45. Right?
Not until December.
Yeah. You're 80. You were born in 1980.
I'm 43. That's all I know.
And I'm 2 years older.
Okay. There you go.
Because there's like 1 week where I'm only a year older.
Do the open house at toolbox giveaway. That would be kind of cool, I guess.
April?
That
Would the
would be
weather
in
cooperate?
June, July, I don't know. Well, I was gonna wait a couple months for all the comments to come in, the videos and stuff. So.
Okay. Have you moved on and bought a different toolbox yet?
Oh yeah, I did. I went kind of over the boat at the end of the year, like literally. I think it was December the 28th or something. I bought some stuff off a tool truck that stops by occasionally, you guys have probably seen. I mean, I bought a whole toolbox
Too
loaded.
often. I think we need to get on the every other week rotation or once a month with Snap-on.
Yeah. Max says 1980, same as Joshua. Yeah, my birthday's in November, so.
Any expansion plans for CNC equipment?
Not really. We're kind of remodeling another building here closer to home that we might do some videos in. Maybe some of the truck projects and stuff like that. So you may see that, some of that in the future. I've kind of been working on that a little bit, but later on this summer, you guys might see some stuff on that. So be some different buildings and stuff, very content. So
Do you remember how to get registered for the giveaway? I can tell you that right now there's probably about 1,100 entries, valid
Really?
entries for
Yeah.
the giveaway. So
there's
your
what,
odds are
5
still
things
good.
you got to do, I think.
Yeah.
In every video I put out, there's a link down below. You can go click those out, except for this one. I'll probably put one in there when we're done here. But yeah, you've got to watch the last video and send an email to Mrs. C here. So, but yeah, that video will be coming out right after we get back from Florida on our final thoughts and stuff on that. So, but Snap-on guy actually walked into the shop. Yeah, he actually comes into the shop now. They got a different guy there, so I guess they don't go into a lot of shops because the owners don't want them in there. I didn't realize that. I think I would at least stop and check, but I don't think they realized that I was the owner of the place because I'm out getting greasy every day and all that stuff. So, but yeah, I did spend a bunch of money. Like, you could have bought 4 or 5 Harbor Freight toolbox setups. It's kind of crazy. So, but
And I could have gone to Vegas.
yeah,
four
we're gonna
times.
see how those tools. I even went off. I kind of feel bad. I even left Milwaukee in the. I kind of feel bad. I cheated on Milwaukee because I actually bought Snap-on battery tools. I'll explain more of that when that happens and the reason I did that. So, but I paid with all my own money, so we can say whatever we want about them if they're not good. So
Someone did ask, can you be overseas and win the giveaway? Didn't you
you
have
can. We've got a cash out money option. We'll I forgot what it was, but we'll have to go see. But yeah, there's a cash money option. It's like half of the value of the tools or something. So, but yeah, anybody can win that for sure. Then if you guys want to give the toolbox to somebody else there or wherever, if you win it overseas, you can do that. So the toolbox may stay around or it could disappear. So we gave one of our older saws away a couple weeks ago to a viewer. If you guys watched our videos, we did give a saw away there. So I think what was his name? He's from Michigan.
He was from Michigan.
Can't remember his name, but he
Morgan?
come down. Very
Morgan
nice
last
guy.
name? Doug?
Yeah, very nice guy come down from Michigan, picked it up. So
Oh, we really weren't trying to speak badly about DP. We're just teasing about him. I promise.
we got somebody's feelings hurt now.
Yeah, I take it personal because we really weren't.
We're just joking. All
yeah.
of us YouTubers joke back and forth, so you can't take anything like that
DP's
seriously.
top notch, and he
He'll
actually
dish
was
it
part
right
of your.
back out,
He was
so.
part of your break with the channel with the 850
Yeah.
transaction, the 850 transaction. So I apologize
Miss C,
if
do
you
you
took
have
that
a
serious.
washing machine for their clothes separate? Yeah.
We started getting Cintas doing the uniforms.
Yep.
We started doing uniforms because
Last summer, I think.
greasy in the old house. It was a greasy mess. Go through a couple of washers for that. Any thoughts on Lieber dozers?
LeBeer, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of them. They made the John Deere 950s and 1050s up in the C through J series. And they made the track loaders, the 655s and 755s in the C, and I don't know what the other series was, but I am not a fan of them. I'll be honest. We've run them, had them here. They're not that smooth. And when John Deere went to the K series and 950s and 1050s, and the track loaders, the K series, they're a heck of a lot better. So I would myself personally probably stay away from them. So I've had I don't know, 7 or 8 of them. Just not had good luck with them. So.
How about Komatsu dozers?
Komatsu dozers, I had a few of those. I've had some bad luck with those. It's all about the support on this stuff. So, I mean, who your local dealer is. John Deere's strong in some areas, Cat's strong in some areas, Komatsu's strong in other areas. Where we're at, we have a local John Deere dealer that I grew up with. Locally, I've known the one guy that just recently retired there since I was a little kid. So that's another reason why I mess with John Deere a lot. The Cat dealers, up in Indianapolis. They are building a new shop down here, but if you guys did see, there a lot of questions about a white school bus in the last video, or I don't know if it was white yet or not, but we did not buy a school bus, but we was working on a school bus for a old friend. Actually, it was a parts guy there at John Deere, and he actually unfortunately passed away after he retired there while we were painting that school bus. It's kind of a bad deal, so I ended up donating that whole paint job and stuff to their church, and
They were over the moon,
there before
appreciative,
Christmas, so
and
we
yeah.
kind of had a price. I was kind of cutting a deal on it, but it was kind of a freak deal, and I just donated that whole thing to him. Kevin painted the bus, turned out good, and all that stuff. So if you guys seen that school bus, that's what was going on with that. So, did you see Whistling Diesel's dozer? I sure did. He bought a Komatsu D355A. There's like none of those left in the country. It's an older dozer from the 70s, I believe. But it's like a D10 size, D9.5, 10 size. But yeah, if you guys know anything about the kill dozers, that's the same one that was used in Granby, Colorado. I think he bought it in Montana, and he lives in Tennessee, but he had it shipped. He drove through Granby, Colorado with it. So I can only imagine what he's doing. He's probably bought him a welder and some other stuff right now. So it's going to be interesting to see.
I think that was the second time JR asked, where have I been? I haven't seen any videos from you. No, I have a video every week. So
Yep.
maybe you're just not subscribed anymore, and that's okay.
I know a lot of people say they get unsubscribed. I don't know why.
That's a thing.
I've got, a handful of channels I've been subscribed to forever and never seen it happen. So I don't know what goes on there. So I get that in the comments a lot. So yeah, if you aren't seeing something, make sure you're subscribed and all that stuff. So
And what are the boys' plans after school? We don't know. We don't know. They definitely can write their own ticket. I mean, do whatever they want.
yep, who knows
Yeah.
what's going on. So
We don't know, but they have options.
what's the diesel motor brand inside you put in your son's Bronco? So we put a 4BT Cummins in that. So that is the same exact motor as what we just put in Tucker's truck, other than it's a 4-cylinder version, so it's got 2 cylinders cut off of it. That's the only difference in it. So, but it's still a very strong little motor.
Oh, this is an interesting question. What would you do to improve your shop?
The shop we're in now, I'm pretty happy with. The only thing that might be nice, maybe it would be an overhead crane, as far as that goes.
And people ask why you don't have that already.
I don't, because we spent a lot of money when I first put that in, but we do a lot of things with forklifts and stuff like that. I mean, it'd be a good thing and bad thing. Bad thing is the shop's not really set up for overhead crane. We've got floor heat in there, and I mean, it could be done, but I love our big fan that's in there and stuff, so we're hoping to get a little Taylor battery-powered forklift in the future, maybe to be better working in the wintertime and stuff, so maybe be quieter for the videos and stuff too, so.
Anything else that you would change?
In the shop, I don't think so. I'm pretty happy with it, so. I mean, it could always be bigger. And
You have any equipment that you're thinking about buying this year for the shop?
for the shop, I don't. I mean, we've got maybe if we're trying to, so we got the little Taylor forklift that we've been running in the shop. We updated our Toyota, but the guys in the warehouse are needing to update a forklift. So I was thinking about moving the diesel Taylor out there for those guys and maybe getting an electric one in there, but that's about the only thing. Made that big tool purchase, so. But I'm always getting new tools and stuff.
How many
too,
square
so.
feet is the shop?
That main building's 100
Question.
102 by 72, so that's what, a little 10,000 feet or something. I'm not sure. So yeah.
That's the main shop. How about the warehouse?
The warehouse it's 120 by I think 64. So
And that fan, someone asked, that fan that's in the middle, that big fan. I think it was, what did we end up measuring?
it's 21 foot.
Diameter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is electric.
It
doesn't just move with the wind.
Come from Napa. I think it's an Energy Logic. They're actually the original people that started making those fans. I know there's another company called Big Ass Fans, but this is a company out of California that originally started making them. So small CNC machining center. That's crossed my mind to add on to the machine shop area back here. I don't know if that's something Tucker's interested in. I don't know what he's got going on. I did sign up. You guys been kind of flipping the subject around here. If you guys watch anything, if you heard of Edison Motors out of Canada, we did sign up to be a dealer with them. If you guys been watching them, they've been doing some diesel electric hybrid conversions. So they made a couple semi trucks, but they're coming out with a pickup truck conversion. Basically, you can buy new axles, electric generator, diesel power pack, and a battery pack, so you can convert your older truck. So that might be something we do. I think it's still a year out yet, but we are a dealer. Going to be maybe an installer. I don't know yet. That's just we just signed a contract last week with them. So
was a non-disclosure, so I'm not even sure.
Yeah, they're pretty far out on what they got going on, but we do have a dealership signed away, so it'd be interesting to see what that brings.
Someone asked if we have solar either at home or at the shop.
We do not. No, we do not. So I'm not a big fan on electricity yet, but the diesel electric thing where you can still keep driving and charging your own batteries and stuff, that's pretty cool. The electric stuff is cool. We just built a fully electric golf cart, and it is crazy how much power some of that stuff has. But the grid system's not there for charging stuff up. But the hybrid stuff's pretty cool. I'm surprised that nobody's really done it in a bigger trucks yet. So even all these trade shows you go to, they're pushing electric and stuff. It's not there. It's not feasible or any of that stuff yet. So, but we're gonna be excited to work with them for sure. So maybe convert a Ford pickup truck over or something like that. It's gonna be one of those things. I'll convert one and we'll drive it and see how it does. I don't like promoting things until I can test them out and see how they do, and we'll throw a trailer on it and do all that stuff. So
What's up with the drag line? Asked.
drag line, we've not worked on that for about a year. Just not got to a slow point where we can throw the bucket on it and go digging with it, and we've just been like full bore. It's been so busy. Even January is somewhat of our slow time. It's just not slow. So it's been so cold outside too. We've got a big TD25 project we've been working on. So got somebody asking about the big dog drill bits, bad dog drill bits. So I did buy a box of those at a trade show you guys been watching. I'm not thoroughly impressed. The only thing we found out they're good for, they don't drill very good unless you're like super hard metal or doing something stupid that you should. Drilling broken bolts out of rollers upside down with the jack on the drill and just stupid stuff. They'll pound through it and you'll break them. And we sent them back and they replaced them. So they've got their place. I just don't think I'd go out and spend money on them again. So.
Oh, good question. I like this one. Hey, Clint, do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies.
More projects.
I've always got projects. I'm always building, working, or building trucks or something like that. So we do a lot of shooting, skeet, stuff like that. So we've got a whole skeet range at our house. But we go camping, dirt biking, a little bit of everything. So
That's true.
Shorty needs axles and an engine. Yeah, we took all that stuff out of it. So
Did you sell the other property, the one with the lake?
I sure did. Yeah, we sold that there over a year ago or so. I wasn't really expecting to sell it. It's just kind of a freak deal there, but
Kevin actually led the buyer to the shop.
yeah, he sure did. So yeah.
A lot of people ask about Bloody Mary too. How many more episodes are coming out on that before she runs?
The next one probably be running and driving. There's a couple more left on that. So, do you use Lawson drill bits? So, I have not. They're pretty expensive, but I did buy one 3/8 drill bit off our Lawson lady, and we've not tried it yet. So, I'm looking for the Snap-on. You don't have replaceable drill bits. I think the Mac Tools may have. I'm looking for something with a warranty because you guys know we're not easy.
You're hard on stuff, so hard.
I'm happy to pay $600,000 for a set of drill bits if they're warranted.
I am not comfortable with that.
So I just keep buying the $80 sets of Milwaukee's or whatever. I'm waiting for somebody to have some good lifetime drill bits.
Really good question. I heard you build catwalks now. How much?
I do, but I'm not for hire, so.
No.
Not for hire.
No.
Are you selling those Bronco conversion kits for golf carts? I am not. So yeah, we're building a Bronco golf cart. There's a place down in Florida that makes those bodies. You can go out and buy a fully turnkey golf cart Bronco thing, but they are pretty much crazy, just like the original Broncos. So.
Is Kevin family or employee? He's just an employee, and he really is that funny off screen as he is on screen.
Oh yeah.
I think all the employees, you see what you get.
If we had a camera rolling all the time, like somebody shooting us, there's so much stuff that you guys don't see.
You don't even get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we can hire somebody just to do that stuff when the channel gets a little bigger or something. But it's there's a lot of good action. It's hard to catch everything, so there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
What's the biggest dozer that you've ever worked on?
I kind of stick with the D8. It's a 1050K as far as weight wise. It was like 96,000 pounds. We got a TD25 in there. I don't like working anything bigger than a D8 size or a 350 size excavator. It's at 80,000 pound mark. It just
live cam in the shop.
Yeah, we've thought about doing a live cam. So we've got I did buy some stuff. We may be doing that here in the future. Everybody's got to be in the right mood to do that. And Matco has warranty drill bits. Yeah, I know if the Matco truck stopped by the shop, I'd probably buy a set off of them just to try it. Problem is getting those guys to stop back again. Like the Snap-on guy's been
Comes every Monday.
comes every Monday, so that's the thing I look for is like support on stuff. Even tools. I've always had Napa Carlisle tools just because Napa comes to shop every day, as you guys pretty much know. So they're a good middle of the road tool as far as that goes. So the Snap-on, I bought a few Snap-on things. They do have nice tools, but man, they are pricey. I don't know how these younger people start out buying some of that stuff. So
You do not do competition trap shooting, but
no, we just have
I could
fun.
see that totally being something that like Hunter and you would get into.
Yeah, we've got.
Hunter does bow shooting league.
So there was a local kind of a military base next to us, and they sold all their old skeet throwers. I bought 6 of them, have them set up here at the house on a deck, and they're throwing every which way and angles. And we just, I mean, the kids' friends come up and guys, and we just start shooting. We did go on a little bird hunt between Christmas break here and New Year's, so with the guys we had fun. So, but
Let's see. Bye, Kevin.
I'm in Hawaii.
Someone did ask earlier about the Hawaii dozer. What happened to that?
Hawaii Dozer actually sold that thing to
Where it was
I
sitting.
had a few Hawaiian people jump out there a couple of years.
GW.
helping out. Yeah, GW.
GW.
19
I
or
haven't
something.
seen him.
Yeah, he
GW builder.
actually, yeah, GW Builder in Hawaii. Talked to him. He called me up at 7 o'clock in the morning with our time, which was like, I don't know, 1 or 2 o'clock. I guess he was just up and had to talk with them. He helped me out a little bit. We actually sold it to a guy in Montana, but he has property in Maui, I think, and they ended up freighting it to the other island. So, but no, it's sold. So
Do we reload our own ammo? Yes, we do.
we do. I mean, I buy some just because we go through it, but we got our own reloading station set up. That new building we're kind of remodeling. We're probably gonna move some of that stuff to it, so you guys may see some of that or something. So
Someone asked if that was going to be the home shop. Did we need a home shop?
probably my problem is our shop and the house is like 6-7 miles apart. It takes 12 or 15 minutes to get there, and sometimes I just want to go out for
And
2 or 3 hours and tinker. And the problem with the shop is I don't like having a big mess. And you do those projects, and you may have stuff tore apart everywhere, and this way I can just leave something tore apart for weeks or months at the end. And
But the first shop, before we built the shop we work out of now, the shop was next door to the old house.
yeah, when we first got going, it's
But you'd have truckers in at all
it got
hours
out
of the
control.
night.
Trucks come in here at 6 o'clock at night on Friday. You got to unload them, and now I can shut the gate and walk away from it. So much nicer. So got Denmark in the house.
Is your reloading press red or blue?
They're all red. So we've got a it's all mixed stuff. We got a 20 gauge reloader and 12 gauge. We got the big ones. I forgot the model, but the ones that spit a shell out every time you pump it. And then we've got a little 600 Junior that we used to do 20 gauges out of, but I need to set it up for a 28 gauge. So, but I enjoy reloading shells too every once in a while. So.
And Hunter and his friends get together and have a reloading party.
Yep, it's kind of fun. It's actually not any cheaper hardly to reload them, but yeah, I've kind of switched from shooting 12 gauge. I went down to 20 gauge here this year, and I'm kind of happy that I always shot 12 gauge, but we did some work on a Hummer there for a guy that owned a gun shop, and I traded. Hunter's shooting a 20 gauge, but I've got a nice 12 gauge too. But I kind of, I guess I'm getting old or something. So
This was asked again a couple times, but just to reiterate, are you self-taught?
pretty much. I didn't go to school for anything. I graduated midterm from high school, but I just grew up around the stuff when I was young. It's very key to people learning stuff is get out there when you're young and learn stuff. But worked for my dad, and he was around a lot. He had a lot of people work for mechanics and stuff, and I just learned from them. I just, was always out in it. Keep your eyes open, and the kids that stay at home and parents that play video games till they're 20 years old, then they try to get out and learn something. You've missed a big opportunity there. So, for sure.
But there's a balance. That's what we do try, and
Oh yeah.
that's hard. That's the hardest part is just
We
finding
work
balance
hard
between
and we
work
play
and
hard
play
too.
hard.
So
Yeah.
very. Ammo prices, yeah, they sure have. It's crazy. So we have a lot of friends, and they just come over and we just supply them with the ammo and let them go after it. It's fun, so it's well worth it.
Let's see here.
I prefer a 10 gauge Sheldon. That's a big old gun.
I like this. Hunter, I wish you were up here, bub. Boys, are they racing in 2024?
I think Hunter is. Tucker's kind of retired. He's kind of done racing. I think Hunter's going for it again. We're going to do some traveling again and go out on some qualifiers and stuff like that for the national race, I guess. So,
That'll be fun.
yep.
Be
Then
fun.
I'm
We
sure
really
we'll
enjoy that.
probably head out west again on.
I will let you know if we're in your area. Or on my channel, I like to still videotape the boys.
Yeah, if you
and some
guys
of their
want to
racing.
know what's going on, just make sure you're subscribed to her channel, and you'll know more what's going on.
And
so,
I do personally respond to
I've
most
put
of my
a
channel
few of those dirt
comments.
bike videos on this channel in the past, and they just do not do any good. So,
Only shotgun, no rifle.
oh, we've got a little bit of everything, but just around here, I mean, we got a shooting range set up, 100-yard range, and like a 200-yard range here too. So, but we have more fun with shotguns; they're cheaper and stuff. So, we use rifles for shooting.
I like this. Do the boys watch Supercross? They do, but I watch Supercross.
We were
And
watching
I'm
it
in
last night,
Supercross.
so-
Like I have a fantasy group that I'm in, kind of like people do with football. But I'm winning my group. So Dan, if you're watching, I've never won. I kind of struck out last night.
They need a CR 500.
AP won big
Maybe
for
one day. My boys.
Kentucky.
I grew up around two strokes, and that's all they're riding is two strokes. Hunter, we're getting the motor built two stroke 250. He's one of the very few that ride a two stroke in the 4-stroke class, but they've got a little bit of advantage. So
Thank you, Warren Michael. It said you also get a sneak peek on what is coming on Mr. C's channel.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Did Tucker finish the F450?
F350 probably. It is done. It's got the big
AP.
thing we need to do with that. He needs to undercoat it yet, and it really needs a gear change. So it has 410 gears in it, which is a low gear. So that Cummins motor doesn't like turning that many RPMs. But his brother has a Ford Bronco that we put big tires and stuff on. It has 354 gears. So we're thinking about doing a swap-a-roo on them whenever they get time. I don't know when that's going to be. I may leave Kevin in charge and him and maybe undercoating the truck while we're gone in Florida. So I may tinker on that and stuff. So.
Ooh,
I don't know if that'll get filmed.
Solid question here. Solid. On the edge of your seat. Does Clinton ever help with house chores?
Always, all the time.
No, I'm not sure he knows where the trash can is, guys.
I do.
See, that's what's worse is if you know where the trash can is, but you just don't use it. That's worse.
They're too busy for a lot of stuff. You're even too busy. You got somebody that helps out.
I do,
So that
I
cleans
do.
the shop and the house.
Yes, I do have a helper, Lori. I've alluded to her on my channel
I
before.
don't think you guys realize how much. I mean, she takes care of all the books and stuff. I don't think you guys realize how much
and
work
for
goes on.
the family business is
Yeah.
next door
So
too.
she's a very busy person for sure. Busted.
Let's see. I don't know. No, the John Deere snowmobile. We're just taking a timeout from that.
Clinton, you don't vacuum. No, I don't. Unless it can be blown with air hose or blowgun or something, I can't. That's it.
No, he doesn't.
I used to be like Tucker's really particular. I just don't have the time cleaning trucks and stuff like that. So
Would you be cool to listen to your dad about his business success?
would that be cool to listen? I mean, I grew up around it, so that's where I learned a lot of stuff from. That's what they're talking about.
Okay. Oh, gotta hide those Napa receipts better. There's no hiding it.
So it's okay when the boys have a project and the Napa receipts come in. It's just when I have a project. You ever notice that? You don't complain. It's kind of funny.
It's not funny. I get it, and it's true. I'm not gonna lie that it's not true, but still, I mean, they're building their toy collection. You have a toy collection that's already out of control.
Any pets? We got cats there. So we
Oh my goodness.
We used to have cats at the shop. They're all gone. We need to get a couple again because they'd be entertaining for sure. So
We have 3 outdoor cats here, and then we have 2 indoor cats here.
So we had a couple good cats at the shop, but they keep all the animals at bay, so rodents.
Will you keep Mason full time when he graduates? We were just talking about what he wants to do.
So.
He's got a great attitude. We do love Mason. He shows up on time. He's a
got a
dedicated employee.
Very good opportunity too to learn a lot of stuff. What he's done, he's lucky.
Yeah,
also,
so whatever he wants to do. But I do
I know
think
you
he's
gotta
interested
see
in
us-
electrical.
You see me and Kevin razzing a lot on TV, but we're all just having fun.
Bullies.
That's part of
They're bullies.
Kevin's the biggest bully out of the bunch.
I don't find that. I think that's false.
We're all having, we're just having fun. So that's what happens when you're a young low man on the totem pole. So that's just the way it is.
Have you had any employees apply for mechanical positions?
I've not had it.
know.
I mean, we have people that stop by and send emails and stuff, but
Not bullying, it's shop talk.
shop talk, that's right. It's all, it used to be, yeah, now everything's considered bullying, so.
There's maybe only one employee that's ever working that's not been shown on camera. Well, and Lori, who cleans the shop and helps around here, she doesn't want to be on camera, so I respect that. How about a puppy? How about a shop puppy?
I don't know.
You're
about
not
that.
a puppy person, but
They're high maintenance. Like a cat, you can leave there all weekend and they're fine. Dogs, you gotta.
I don't. They said they don't think Mason sees it as bullying. I don't think he does either. Tucker, I do think sees it as bullying.
That's because of being in one of these new schools.
Huh? What?
Cat maintains itself. That is very true. They can survive on their own. I sent you an email. I did see that. I've not looked at it yet. So.
Yeah, Clinton just learned from his dad and jumping in, but no trade school, no certifications or anything like
just
that.
learn from doing stuff. So.
Dogs are more work. They are, but I just really think it'd be fun to try. Fun to try.
Pro Cat audience is locked in. Any dozer restoration? Yeah, we've got a big dozer restoration coming, Andrew, on a big TD25 dresser, D8 size machine. It's probably going to be starting in February or so, going through March. So we got some big stuff going on that. So
Good-natured ribbing is not bullying. If you're offended, then be offended. But I will say that Kevin and Mr. C, they don't like they can dish it out, but they can't always take it.
I can take it.
I don't. I don't know if it goes both ways, guys.
The School of Hard Knocks. That's exactly right. So
Um,
most rewarding build repair from the past. I had a few. I love working on those 850Js that come in that are cannibalized and you don't know what's going on with them. Sometimes they drive you nuts, but they're fun. I don't know. We've had a lot of stuff. We've done so many before we started YouTube. We've done so much stuff that would have been epic if we was filming.
What's your most rewarding build in repair from the past?
That's kind of what I was talking about. You wasn't paying attention to what I'm talking about.
Sorry, my bad.
My grandpa had a TD14, two TD18s logging. Yeah, those are good machines. I grew up running TD15s and TD25s, so.
Do you play music in the shop when you're not videoing? Yes, yes,
We
he
try
does.
to. That's the one bad thing I hate about film. We can't play music, and everybody loves music, and
A lot of old classic country.
It's rough. Some days it's good just to turn on the radio and not pick up a camera and just have fun. So good profit. Yeah.
They think they have seen Mr. C almost lose his cool in camera.
Only time I lose my cool is when you come in with your camera. I about lost it this week. I'm
I
sitting
know
there
your
talking,
face.
trying to teach people stuff, and you just come in with your camera.
I know.
It's kind of rude.
I do not mean to interrupt. And be
Auctions
rude.
that you would stay away from. Ritchie Brothers had to open one in St. Louis a couple years ago. Then they closed it. Yeah, they've closed a few of them up. There's different kinds of auctions around the country. You got to be careful. I would say be careful around the consignment sales where people just bring stuff in. There is some sales around that the auction company themselves buy stuff and put it in it. There's one here locally, a farm type auction. There's one I go to in Pennsylvania that has better stuff. But you just got to be careful and know what you're looking for. I see stuff all the time. I had a guy, he bought something to end the year. Auction time was an 850 dozer and didn't pay a whole lot for it, but wanted us to do a bunch of work to it. And I got to looking at it, and man, it had been run through itself, and it needed like 60, 80 grand spent on it real quick, and it was only a $40,000, $50,000 dozer. Just be careful what you're buying. So if you don't know, ask somebody, or just sometimes it's cheaper just to come buy something from us, and we're taking the gamble on stuff. A lot of times 1 out of 10 pieces I buy, I'll get lose out on, or something happens to it, and all that stuff. So you never know.
Someone asked, what auctions do you plan on going to this year?
Probably my same old stuff, going to ones in Florida there, and I do one about every 2 months in Pennsylvania. And there's a couple a year here in Louisville, and there's one every 3 months up in Indianapolis, and I buy a lot of stuff online.
Did you
Just
say Pennsylvania?
yeah, Pennsylvania. There's a lot of stuff I buy online almost every week. I got just certain sites we buy from, but kind of picky about where I buy stuff from. So
Yeah, someone said they buy from us, but they live in Oregon. We ship out of Oregon a lot.
we ship
Actually,
stuff all over the world.
our broker that we've been dealing with for since we've been at the old
Shipping
shop,
broker?
shipping broker, he is out of Oregon, isn't it?
Miss C and her anti-seize. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
You like the anti-seize from Lawson, didn't you?
No, I don't. That was so genuine. How stinky that was, like dirty diaper, anti-seize.
Yeah.
Oh my
You
goodness.
guys know we're talking about the silver stuff. Lawson Products has the stuff, and it literally smells like it comes from the sewer plant, and they put aluminum paint in it. But I need
That
to quit buying it.
wow, that smells so
Do
toxic.
you do all of your own line boring? Yeah, we've got a video coming out. I bought a over the seas line boring machine. I'm not real happy with, to be honest with you. I would be in the market to buy a USA made one. We're getting ready to use this one a bunch, so
Good question. How does shipping work? When I was talking about Oregon, is it per pound, per mile?
usually it's kind of a per mile price. It varies some,
And
but
Jay does all of that. He is our person that deals with all the logistics of shipping equipment.
if you go on something Oregon, a full load, legal load, you're probably gonna be looking around $3,500, $4,000 for. You know, if you might get a partial or something. That's just on like a legal with load or something like that. So I think Max O'Bear asked National Pike Steam Show on the radar. I think we might. We're gonna try to get out there sometime. I think he's maybe gonna do a meet and greet or something out there this spring.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So
Do you have any meet and greets planned?
I don't. We just kind of jump in, and I know they was talking about doing one later in the summer. Like I say, we may be trying to do one at the shop there, but like I say, if you guys want to stop in the auctions or something and see us, we're kind of keep in mind I'm a lot of times working when I'm down there, and I may be bidding on stuff, so may not have a lot of time to talk. But there's always other people with us and stuff.
We do not finance machines. Someone asked that. We do not finance machines. We do have some people that that we're hooked up with, some financing companies, but most of that is for businesses. We don't really have any great personal options for financing equipment. It's usually go to your local bank.
Randy Hunt from Canada, are you happy with your new laser table? It's actually a plasma table, and I'm very happy with that. It's actually made in British Columbia, Canada. Fast cut CNC.
Someone said my glasses need clean.
What's the matter with them?
Well, I had showered, so they're wet.
But no, I've been super happy with that table. Once we've got it all lined out and everything, it does really well. So
I had a good one.
I got a 95 F-150 to 302. Want to convert it to diesel? I would probably go with like a 4BT Cummins. That diesel conversion specialist has a kit. That's what we used in Tucker's truck and Hunter's Bronco. That's the easiest thing. You want to put a diesel in there, just do that. There's plenty of power and fuel mileage and torque. I mean, Hunter's rolling 37-inch tires on the Bronco, and it gets 25 miles a gallon. It's got all kinds of power. So
This has been asked several times. How many acres do you have? Do you own?
the shopper's what 11 or 12 there, and we've got over 100 here. So where we live at, so we
Yeah.
kind of live in the hills and.
But his parents, you were raised in our first home, that which you still own. My mom actually lives in it now. You're the what, 8th generation on property?
Seventh.
7th generation.
This property that we're on, it's been in the family since 1824-ish, I think. So
There's actually a family cemetery on one corner of it.
Matt picked up a D90. I seen that. What's your opinion on it? That's a big chunk of iron. So thought it'd be cool to see in action.
What's your take on the economy? Like, has the prices come down on machines, and are used equipment still high?
It leveled off last summer and maybe trickled down some. It's still doing well. Florida's going to be the telltale sign for that. Florida's usually always strong, but I seen some stuff level off, maybe go down a little bit. So
Family farm.
It's not going up anymore.
Family farm. It is a family farm. We don't have farm ground, but it's all hills and hollers.
Yeah, it's not. We live in a farm, but we're not really in farm country, so.
I don't know. There was some comment about Mr. C needs more Fords. False.
Always need more Fords.
False.
Can you do a video on the 4-door Bronco you built? So
That'd be a good one.
I didn't build that Bronco. I actually bought it out of California. It was a police truck, but
SWAT.
it got converted. A company called Centurion converted about 5,000 of them in the 90s. They took F-350s and converted them, but it was actually black and white. Had all the sheriff stuff on it, and we painted there in the shop. And someday we get this newer building remodeled, we may maybe some more stuff on something like that. So
Okay. Yep, we do sell a lot of Jeep parts. It's kind of seasonal. I would say sometimes seasonal.
small Cummins motor you speak of? Joe's asking. They put in their backhoes. It sure is. 4BTs using a lot of backhoes, a lot of dozers. It's a very strong little industrial motor. So it's basically a 6-cylinder version with 2 cylinders cut off.
Do either of the kids want to build a fast car?
I don't know. I don't think they're into that too much. I mean,
I don't think that's true. Hunter, if you're on here, I wish you'd come up here. But Hunter has been trying to talk me into buying a Del Sol for my channel. So keep your eyes out for a Del Sol.
Cedar Creek
Something
Outfitters.
small,
Love to see a good
5-speed.
log skidder repair. So the local loggers are always wanting to bring those things to me. I just don't want to get into that. I don't have the time. I honestly kind of quit working on outside stuff for other people unless we sold the equipment. We don't have the time and the energy and all that stuff. So we've got one more truck that is not mine. You guys seen us unloaded. That's that red 6-wheel drive Turkish fire truck thing. I need to get that in here soon and work on it. But that's from an old customer back from the old shop that we used to do stuff from. That's the only reason I took it in. But I really pushed most of that stuff away. So it's just, if it's not fun, it's just not worth it. So
How about the Ford Highboy?
Ford Highboy, yeah, Hunter's only 15, so he can't drive it yet. But we've got a few more little things to do to it. I'd say it may be this summer or something before we get time. But he'll be driving this late summer, so we got to get up and going. So
Did you sell the ladder truck?
ladder truck is sold, yeah.
Yeah, it sold to, was
YouTube
it
viewer.
Mississippi?
I don't know, but don't get it
It went down
wrong.
to Mississippi. I really want to say it went down to Mississippi from a YouTube viewer that bid on it from eBay. Didn't think he would win it. Bless his heart. But he did.
We had a lot of fun with that, so.
Where do you find all the nice old Fords to rebuild?
I got secret spots, but you got to go down south or where it's dry or California. A lot of stuff comes from there, so.
Several recent questions about the scammer. Did the scammer get shut down?
I'm sure the scammer, yeah, he got shut down. We had a lot of people helping.
He messed with the wrong channel.
Yeah, you guys
pulled
stepped in.
through.
There was a couple of you that were, pinpointing his every moves where he was at, and it was crazy.
It was impressive.
I don't know anything about computers or any of that stuff. I didn't grow up around that area, but these guys were like every hour sending me emails pinpointing where he was at, and by Monday morning they had his website shut down. But yeah, big thanks to you guys for helping out with that. Unfortunately, I'm sure he's probably opened up another channel for sure. So
Okay. Oh, someone asked what my channel is called. Oh, can you see that? Mrs. Clint of CNC.
yeah, so I linked her in the well, not this. We got
I've had 60 videos. Like I said, if you do check my channel out, keep your expectations low.
I'll try to link her down below after this video gets done.
Will you?
I'll try to. You got to remind me. I always forget that. So
He forgets. And that's okay. I just don't want the pressure. Like if you do have high expectations, just come if you want to be entertained and see some of the behind the scenes, or actually just want to see some of the guys and what they got going on too. I like to highlight what they're all working on.
So I'm just kind of getting along here. We got to get off here for too long, but I keep talking. Dirt Boss is in the house. What's up, Dirt Boss?
I've met Dirt Boss. Yeah.
Yep. How you doing? So we was thinking about doing a live feed just one random day in the shop, just letting the camera go. If you guys kind of want to see behind the scenes thing, we may try to do that. It's just everybody's got to be in the right thing. It's gonna be hard for us to read comments, but we might just set a camera up and you guys can just see what goes on. So who knows? It may be, you never know what you're gonna see. When I go to work, I've kind of got a general game plan, but things pop up, people stop by, you just never know what's going on. So something may break because cold weather's hard on stuff, and you never know.
Christmas card opening in July. Yeah, I think so, because I have a few that have arrived this past week, so I might hold on to them, but I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings either. But I just know that you're probably not going to do another Christmas episode.
Not till next Christmas.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe July or maybe sooner. It's hard telling.
Or Dirt Boss is coming to Florida this year. He come down a couple years ago, so.
Thank you, Cam's Farmer, that they said they love me. I appreciate it. I really do.
Any update on Sandy? I'm not sure what we're talking about there.
Maybe Sanny.
Sandy?
Sanny.
Sandy,
That doesn't honor their.
No, nothing on Sandy. So, Dirt
Someone
Boss is
asked that
following
earlier
it, so
too, just to make. They want to know what equipment it was that if you buy from auction, it voids the warranty. That's
anything
Sanny.
Sandy, yeah. Yeah, I think Dirt Boss you get with Mike and Let's Dig. I think they may have some extra room or something. They're renting the same establishment this year, so we just stay in the campground there, as you guys there. So, but check in with them. They may have a space there, so it's always good to get out of the cold. It's been so cold here lately, so. There you go. You hit Dirt Perfect up. Sandy is not impressed.
Old Fords. You said where you found those. They're looking. When you're looking for old Fords out here, let him know, and he'd maybe go check it out for you. Maybe.
All right. Joe Sosa. Yeah, I've seen. There's a Bob Sosa that comments a lot too.
Yeah, from Vera. Is he the one from Vero, Florida?
Yeah, I think so. A lot on everything. So.
And if you do get on my channel, you can leave comments too if you want to try and hook up. We have some people that want to.
Randy Hunt's asking how cold. I see he's from Canada. I'm sure he's laughing at us right now.
Yeah, that we're
weenies. I think he gone down to maybe 0 Fahrenheit, 1 or 2 degrees. It's been like that all week. So, but yeah, I'm sure it's colder where you're at. So it's cold for us. Usually, I mean, we get down in the 20s like that, maybe upper teens. But
have you ever been to Alaska?
I have.
I have
times.
too.
Yeah, we went once, and I went hunting there when I was like 14. So.
No, that's right. And then we went on a cruise. So
yeah, we left out of Seattle and cruised up the coast. That was a fun time. So.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Quite a few years ago. So
that is one of the things we like to do to relax is get away and only time I can really get you to slow down is maybe on a cruise ship so he has nowhere else to go.
So we went to Las Vegas last weekend.
We did.
On our 19th wedding anniversary.
Someone asked earlier how long we've been married. I have a video about it, but 19 years because I did a little Q&A with you last week in the Bronco because you had nowhere else to go.
No, she had me pinned, so.
And you cooperated.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't always cooperate on my channel. So that patient, kind, sweet Mr. C that you see on his channel doesn't make appearances on my channel very often.
Seen some snow contractors start buying some XCMG wheel. Yeah.
We did.
I've seen the excavators and stuff. Again, it's just all about the dealer support and all that. So I don't know, the overseas stuff's all right, but man, it's after using some of these other tools and stuff, it just, I don't know, kind of try to help out the American stuff, but this is getting kind of drug out. We've been on here a while, like an hour and a half. So
it's really
a couple hours.
Pretty awesome that you have 1,400 people watching.
It is. We've got a lot. We appreciate everybody watching for sure. So, and maybe we'll try to go live in the shop here one day soon. Any YouTube videos coming out? No, we didn't do no film. It's just kind of just a fun little trip. So
thanks, Max. I did go over 4,000 viewers.
Yep. So yeah, we appreciate everybody watching, and you guys if you're down in Florida or something, you want to meet up with us, let us know. Like I say, you can send us a message on social media or something like that. So you had Dirt Boss, he did get a heck of a deal on that. I mean, I couldn't have passed that up either. So, but Clint's forehead has never seen daylight. That's probably true.
No, but the best is when he has his forehead line.
Oh, the summertime I get.
And he's getting the sunglasses line
it
too.
It gets real bad. So.
But he's not bald. He has a great head of hair.
Yeah, for sure. So. All right, we all done here? I think we got everything.
Everything you wanted to cover?
Yep, I think we're good. So yeah, maybe we'll see some of you guys in Florida down there. Don't be scared to come if you see me or something. Don't be scared. Come up and say hi, no matter what I'm doing. So may not be able to talk, but definitely come up and say hi. So you'll probably be down there. I know Dirt Perfects and Let's Dig's going to be there. So definitely come up and see us. Don't be shy. Dirt Boss says he's going to be down there maybe. So sounds good. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.